our word of the upcoming year 2026. You'll never heard anyone talking about this. Once you come up with the word of the year, not only it shows you that thing that you come up with, that word, it's important to you, but also it aligns you with your goals of 2026. Hello guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariam and I'm your friend. Welcome to Healthy Habits. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're gonna talk about our word of the upcoming year 2026. So every single year I make, well, it's the second time and I realize this chair is way too low for me. So by the time I film this, it's already holidays. Actually, it's Christmas Day, but so Merry Christmas if you're celebrating it. If not, celebrate yourself. It honestly doesn't matter which holidays you celebrate or don't celebrate. The most important thing is that you celebrate yourself. You do the best as you can and just become a better version and person. After all, that's what matters the most. But anyway, so last year I'm gonna link it below. I've made a video about the word of the year. So this year also, I have no idea what I've talked on that video. So some elements will be repeating itself, but some will be not. So I can't wait to discuss, and this drives me crazy. Why I love to talk about this topic. By the way, it's been a while since I filmed, so I'm happy to see you. So happy to film again. It's been a while since I filmed. But yeah, anyway, so the word of the year, why I love to talk about this topic, and I want to talk about this topic is because it's so important. Because once you come up with the word of the year, not only it shows you that thing that you come up with, that word, it's important to you as a person, after all, but also it aligns you with your goals of 2026. Let's say it doesn't matter when you're seeing this video, by the way, it can still apply even if you don't see this in December, January, whatever. Even if you see this in July, it still can apply. So I just love doing this exercise with my clients as well. Let's say if the word of the year, it's focus, gratitude, which it was already mine. The previous year was gratitude and this year was focus. It can be discipline. It can be just love in general. It can be I want a better parent, better mom, like bettering myself overall. It can be whatever honestly you want and you wish. But the most important thing is to come up with it. And then once you come up with it, you need to stick to it all the year. I'm going to give you examples. If your word of the year, it's focus, well, what do you do in January, February, March, April, and so on, so you can be focused? Because at the end of the year, we're going to have evidences that you stuck with your word of the year, and that's the word that aligns you towards all year. People will be surprised when I do this exercise. People are usually surprised and they were like, oh my God, I didn't realize I did this because or thanks to that word, or I didn't realize I've done that. I'm like, well, duh. If, back to the example, if your word was is focus, well, if you've, I don't know, worked on your productivity, if you worked on being more disciplined going to the gym, which is related to focus and discipline, but focus as well, it still shows and proves to yourself first that it matters, and that you had some results. That's why I love the word of the year. So before we go into how you can come up with that word, I just want to tell you that I know that the beginning of each year, and I know I've made a video just last week or 2 weeks ago about like holiday recap and everything, so you can go and watch it. I'll link it below. But in case if you didn't see it, I know that it can be overwhelming end of the year, the beginning of the year. Just know that you're not alone. We all go through it. We all go through it. Do you think that I am very happy every single thing that I've accomplished or not accomplished? Do you think that everyone is? Do you think that everyone hit their goal and resolutions? Another video, stay tuned will be why I don't do resolutions. But I have really specific goals. Resolutions for me are too vague, but anyway. So just a little reminder for you that it's okay. As long as you've tried your best, that's what it counts. If you didn't try your best, if you were a little super lazy, if you didn't do anything out of no reason, just because you didn't feel like it, well, that's a sign for you that you need to step it up and just move forward. Because if you don't do anything, literally anything, nothing will change. And even the word of the year won't help you, unfortunately. I'm here to tell you the right things, not the things that you want to hear. And in my personal life, I'm like that as well. Sometimes it can come across that, oh my God, she's really like direct, but if I care about you, especially, like, I'm gonna tell you things that unfortunately you don't want to hear, because that's how we learn. And I love when people do that to myself as well. Do I get a little moody when I hear things I don't want to hear? Of course. But at the end of the day, if it comes from a person that I care and I know that they care about me, of course I'm going to take their advice. I'm going to consider their opinions. But at the end of the day, you are the only one who needs to know what you need to do. And the word of the year helps with that. Because the word that you come up, it's because one word, it's not 10 words. Just one word from, I don't know how many billion words there is. Because it matters to you. Because it speaks to your soul, whatever your religious beliefs are. It speaks to you. And that's why it's important. And that's why I love coming up with the word of the year. So how you can come up with the word of the year, it's write down, literally, not on your phone, not in your head, not in your thoughts. Write down 5 to 10 things. Ideally would be 5 things that you want more of in your life, and it can be materialistic things. I mean, the word of the year can be money, but let's be real, it's way too vague, and we all know for long-term happiness, doesn't matter. I don't care what people say, but besides money, your word can be financial success or financial wealth. That's a little bit different, because you'll see you need to work on your mind, on your body to accomplish financial wealth. So you will be working on other things than just financial wealth. But if your word is directly just money, you do you, but again, I never recommend that. So just be careful what wording you're using. It can mean the same, but different things. So anyway, so let's say you came up with 5 things, and it helps you to narrow down more and just thinking out loud. So let's say your 5 things can be just an example: gratitude, focus, love, respect, discipline. Sorry guys, it's morning time here and I'm really cozy here. So let's say you came up with those 5. Well, ask yourself, which one do you want the most today, not tomorrow. Even if you do this exercise right now for January and for 2026, what do you want right now? What will matter the most to you right now, not tomorrow, not next month, not in 5 months, right now? Is it discipline? Is it focus? Gratitude? I just give you the same examples, but it can be literally anything. It can be courage. Deep down, you know. And if you're like, oh, but I want like 3 things at the same time, which one the most you want? And which one will have an impact the most on you right now, on the person that you are right now? Why I'm telling you this is because last year, let's say I was thinking about discipline. I was like, okay, let me put discipline my word of the year. And then I was like, yeah, but of course everyone needs more discipline. But like, I'm like, yeah, but I'm working on having a little bit less because I'm very hard on myself. I already go to the gym the amount of time that I want or would be ideal for me. I already cut out, and I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm just telling you the example that sometimes it's not the right moment of your life, the same word. And then I'm like, yeah, but I already like eat healthy. I do this, I do that. Maybe discipline is not the right word for me right now. So then I switched on focus so I can be more focused on things that I actually accomplish and do or want to accomplish. Discipline in my, again, just an example to give you more ideas. Discipline in my case would be the right word, I think, as of now. When I have kids and family, and we all know it gets like all of your habits and routine change because you have more responsibilities and little kids. It's normal. I'm in my 30s already, and I know that I'm God willing, I will be nesting very soon, and I know that all my routines and habits will change. Maybe my personality as well. So you don't know. That's why I think the discipline word would be good for me when I am in that stage of my life, or if I see if I'm lacking on everything that I used to be. So it's just an example that some words are good for everyone, but what word is good for yourself at this moment right now? Once you have that word, you need to write it down, put everywhere that you can see. If you don't have a coach, put everywhere that you can see. Let's say it's courage on your phone, on your background, something that can remind you of that word, because if not, you will forget. You will forget that you have that word of the year, and just coming up once, it's not enough. You need to see it constantly so your brain can think, how I can be more courageous this year or this week, this month, today. How? It will find ways, don't worry, but you need to see, you need to help it. Did I talk about, I think I've talked about last year about reminders. I'm gonna try to find that video and link it below. You'll never heard anyone talking about this, but I'm very, very huge on reminders. On your phone, you have this app literally that calls reminders, and I'm sure 99% of people don't even use it. It's an app that literally you can make it pop up on your phone every single hour, as often as you wish. Like things that you want to pop up. If I was you, I would literally write down my word, and I'm gonna do this year, upcoming year as well, 2026. The word of the year, courage, let's say. And every single hour, it pops up on your phone. So every single hour, you're reminded of your life. You are reminded, well, unless if you're sleeping, of course, you're reminded that it's my word of the year. I need to be more courageous. And then you'll see your brain seeks way to make it happen. I use the app, the reminder app, also to create new thoughts in my system and in myself. Like I'm healthy, I love myself. That's not one size fits all. Whatever you want to believe in, you write down or you put in your reminders, and it will change. You will see huge amount of transformation. I can guarantee to you, if you write down the word of the year that you come up with, and also one thought or one belief that you want to believe strongly about yourself, like I'm healthy, I am beautiful, I'm handsome, whatever you want, you will, not only you will start believing that, because literally every single hour you will see it, but also your brain will think how I can make it that person's yours reality. It will find ways. Once I did write down, and I keep it for a few months, guys, it's not like, oh, 1 week and it's enough. No, I wish. But once I wrote down like I'm healthy, and my brain literally made me stop eating junk food and be more conscious about what I eat. It's crazy, to the point where now if I see a piece of cake where I know it has lots of sugar, not only I'm not gonna eat it, but I'm not even gonna feel guilty to not eat it. At first, it's like, oh my god, I crave this, and don't get me wrong, I still have the cravings, but it's not to the point where if I see it, it's already here, oh well, might as well eat it. No, I'm gonna say no. So many times, especially in 2025, happened to me where I had this delicious piece of cake. Well, it was looking like that at least, and I didn't even touch it. I didn't even want to look at it because it disgusted me. Honestly, when I see something in lots of sugar in it, I always check the labels, by the way, and I highly recommend. It turns me off. I don't want it. I don't want to eat it. I'm like, I'm good. For my birthdays and everything, I cook myself something that I know it's 100% healthy. This year it was like a strawberry shortcake. It was a good one. So yeah, you just find ways. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I hope that leave in the comments below what the word of the year would be for you this year. I'm super excited, and I'm super excited because I know that 2026 will be a good year for all of us, and I wish that for you. But again, as every single year I say, don't quit on working on yourself. You will not only meet your better self, but also you will be self-aware. When I was coming here today, I was literally thinking about that. I was thinking, how many people are actually self-aware of themselves? Because if they're not self-aware, how do we want them to be self-aware? Not self-aware, aware, just aware in general for us. Let's say you have a significant other and you both are clueless about yourself. In that case, it might work because you're both clueless. But if one of you is self-aware of the person of you and the other is not, honestly, I don't know how it works. I just don't know. Explain to me. Because once you are self-aware, you can be with someone that is not, and I think that's why all the divorces, all the breakups happen the most. It's because one person did the work and does the work, and the other is not. You need to start somewhere. I know it can be overwhelming. Working on myself, where should I start? Well, the word of the year, it's a great way to start. Don't get me wrong. All the books, the podcast, it's good. But sometimes you just don't know where to start. I was fortunate enough that I don't know how I found my mentor before I started to working on myself. Meaning, he was already there. I made the choice to work on myself and be self-aware when I met my mentor, one of my mentors online, which is, can you guess? Of course you can. Ed Mylett, if you're not new. That's why I'm forever grateful for him and for all the mentors that I've learned something, because from everyone I can learn something. That's why if you don't have that mentor, may this be the sign to try to find one. If not, there are lots of videos like this on YouTube. I hope you find them as well. We don't talk just for talking. I don't come here. Yes, I come here for fun because I really love. But every single time before I film, my goal is to have an impact on some of you. Even if I say one word, one phrase, or something that made you think differently, more positively about yourself and others, my job is done. Whatever path, whatever choices that you make, whatever, if you're like, no, I'm gonna more read books and then find my mentors or whatever, or I'm just gonna focus on books and podcasts, it's all good. Whatever path you choose. But just know that you already won because you're trying to learn. You're trying to get better. You see life so much differently when you work on yourself that if you were not. If I didn't work on myself, I would literally complain like 99% of people. But like, why this happening to me? Why this? I don't like life. I don't like winter. Well, I don't complain as much. But once you work on yourself, it's like you develop this thing where you're resistant on whatever happens in your life. Because unfortunately bad things will happen, but guess what? Good things and great things will happen as well. So I just want to be your little reminder that the word of the year is important. Yeah, the goals, resolutions are important, but you are more important. You are more important. Talk to yourself nicely and just be there for yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. A little bit more of a chit chat, but also I wanted to focus on the word of the year, and so it can be a reminder for you to come up with. You don't need to start living your word of the year at the beginning of each year or whatever. You can come up literally one right now, whenever you're listening to this, and you'll see huge changes. Again, just coming up, it's not enough. You need to put the reminders or whatever and look at it and still think how you can achieve that word. It's still a work, but it will be much helpful if you come up with a word because it will help your brain as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to come back. I'm gonna be more fully back, so we're gonna have a video once a week, so come back for that. Thank you again so much for watching, and again, happy holidays. And before I go, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. We need you. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey Siri, it doesn't recognize me anymore. Why? I don't know. 25 minutes per usual.